I'm a software engineer at Sugar Global. I work in AR, mostly web AR these days, but these days you just kind of, whatever projects we get, we just got to be the developer on that project.
Yeah.
In my spare time, I play a lot of Monster Hunter. I don't know if you guys are Monster Hunter fans, but they had a little Monster Hunter demo downstairs, and I really enjoyed that.
Oh man, World or which game are you playing right now?
Well, currently the game is Wilds, but Wilds is in a bit of a content dip, so you kind of have to just make do with
whatever else you have available?
Yeah, whatever they got available.
Okay. Before we do any of these are least spicy to most spicy.
All right.
All right. Just to make sure. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm Joe Gabriel. I'm head of partner and developer success over at Niantic, now newly minted Niantic Spatial, based out of our Seattle office, actually. I was just counting back. I've been in the industry for 10 years, which blows my mind, because I feel like I'm in this recursive cycle, kind of like incrementally moving forward with each like hardware generation update. And it's just like, this is an awesome conference because I see a lot of familiar faces. I get to make a lot of new friends, and I'm just grateful for you. And one more shout out, I guess, like to our developers that are back home building our products so that our like businesses can operate and that we can have revenue flowing. So they're not here, but quick round of applause for our developer teams. Thank you, thank you. Love developers. I feel incredibly lucky to just work with devs that are talented, have a big vision, and ambitious as hell. So like, okay, ready to dive in?
Of course.
All right, man, I'm gonna go first. This is how it works. This is shuffled. We have reviewed some of them. Some of them are new questions that he has not seen. Okay, this is the first one. Lightning round, as to kick it off. You have 2 to 3 minutes to share on a niche topic you really care about or aggravates you. This is a safe space, everybody. Yeah.
All right. The number one thing that aggravates me, just in general, so I don't like it when people try to review something that was successful and they only review the features and not the core reason it was successful. The main example I always bring up is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. When that game first came out, like, what was that, 7 years ago now?
8 almost. Yeah,
8 years ago. I think it changed a lot in the open world game space. So there was a point after Breath of the Wild came out where all the games looked like Breath of the Wild. Like they had the grass, they had the open world, like Genshin Impact looks like that. But I think a lot of them missed sort of the core mechanics. So the reason why Breath of the Wild was so successful was because Breath of the Wild has a bunch of small little mechanics that all work together and they kind of like intertwine and intermingle.
Yeah.
And then they let you solve bigger problems in your own way through those problems. But the problem is a lot of people just kind of saw, they're like, this was successful because it had procedurally, like the GPU instance grass. It was successful because you can light things on fire. It was successful because you can climb and you can glide. And they put a lot of those things into other games, and they just weren't as successful because they kind of missed that initial thing. I think that's true for more than just games. That's also true for different movies, like anything anyone can make can always suffer from that problem, and I think it's important to always
what should reviewers look at then instead? You
gotta like really look deep and figure out what the core mechanic was that made it successful.
This is true. Thanks for sharing. This means round 1 is now complete. Wait. No, we're doing swapsies. So there's 2 of these wings for each round. So
We're doing 2 at a time?
2 at a time. Yep. Yep.
Uh-oh. All right. This is your first question. What is a challenge with AR that people don't talk about enough?
Ooh. How do I count the ways? I think for me personally, so I work with something called a visual positioning system, or VPS. And so there's a couple questions in the last session around like, hey, how do we get persistent location-based augmented reality? It's really hard. There's tools that like smooth it a little bit, but I'll say that the world is messy. It's really messy. I think we get comfortable in our development environments where like we have kind of these controlled spaces, but suddenly you step out of that, I'm gonna go on location and I'm just gonna scout what's possible there. Suddenly your whole paradigm of like what you can do in this space is just kind of, upended a little bit. So I think what doesn't get talked about as much is the labor, which I think is part of the love of location-based entertainment. And like last session, someone was talking about museums or like historical tours or cultural sites that like we can really benefit from this added layer of information. But like the setup that goes into it is usually something like this. I'm gonna look on Google Maps and we're gonna plot out half a dozen locations that we think roughly represent like a 45-minute experience. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and then at some point, you're going to send out a crew to like scan the environment. And then suddenly you recognize, oh, this one's literally right next door to a train station. This one has no stairs over here. This one has poor lighting. Or in bad weather conditions, this one's just going to be drenched. And like, as humans, we exist in this world natively, organically, right? But like our technology is still, we're so used to it being in these inorganic kind of settings and formats that you kind of just have to adopt this paradigm that like, look, the world's friggin' messy. Humans, we're messy, we're always moving, things shake up. A controlled environment outside is almost non-existent. Even in like a stage setting here at a conference hall, a bunch of our demos out in the corridor are like VPS driven, but every single day we're recalibrating, we're looking at VPS and how it gets set up. It's just, it's the labor of love, you know? And like you talk about reviews and what was successful, why is it successful? It's all in the details. And I just like, yeah, shout out to the devs that are making these multiple trips back and forth to just make sure it sings and feels smooth. Because by the time it goes, it localizes in half a second. End users don't notice. But there's just a lot of energy went into making it super smooth. So like, I just want to call that out real quick on problem with AR. So there you go. And with that, wings. We're gonna do some wings. All right. I didn't catch the name of this first one when they dropped it off. So we'll call it level 1 hot. Okay.
All right.
Standard hot, I would say.
You sure this is the level 1? No, it's a level 1.
It's a level 1. No,
I can tell us I'm not crying yet.
not yet. Not yet. Just warming up the palate. That's pretty good. Also, shout out to James for the local recommendation on like Long Beach hot wings. That's where these are from. And it just, I'm out in Seattle, so we're just eating fish all the time. So thank you for the extra.
I also really understand you on the VPS changing based on, what's the term, like a lot of inorganic factors. Sometimes when we've worked on VPS projects, you'll spend more time scanning everything, like day, night, weather conditions, just more than you spend developing the project itself.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, you can try to kind of, the first project I jumped in at Niantic is this group out of Canada in Ontario, and they're like, hey, we got a winter wonderland experiment we're working on. Like, tell me more about it. And they're like, okay, so at night, we're gonna have like LEDs flashing everywhere. There's definitely snow on the ground, and like everyone's wearing gloves. And I'm just like, I don't know what you're doing here, but this is Demons, this is Dark Souls level, like game development is what you're working on. This was good though, the nice level 1. What do you think? Ready to go? And I apologize to Corey for any finger-licking audio you might be getting. I'll try to use my napkin a little more judiciously here. All right. Okay. All right, question 2. This or that? AR glasses or neural implants?
Oh, God. You know, there's the whole joke about, like, I don't want ads in my head, so I'm going to pick. I already don't like ads on my AR glasses, so I'll say AR glasses.
Okay. Mario Kart or GoldenEye?
I'm going to have to say Mario Kart.
Ooh,
Sorry.
okay, do you have a favorite racer here before I judge?
A favorite character to race.
Yep,
Donkey Kong.
Correct.
Yeah.
Donkey
Really?
Kong, DK?
Yeah.
I love it. I'm a Yoshi guy myself. So
He's
I
changed, though.
appreciate that.
They changed him, and I don't mind it.
Okay, you're okay with the
I know a lot of
changes?
people don't like the new change. I like old Donkey Kong because I'm a Smash player, and I just like to see the button.
This is true. Holodeck or Matrix plug-in? We're going to talk about neural implants, so we'll see. What do you think?
I would say Matrix plugin.
Okay.
The holodeck has a lot of problems. So the main problem with the holodeck.
It's okay to
right?
boo and hiss just in case, yeah.
Other people use the holodeck. I feel like a Matrix plugin is just mine.
Okay. What's your first install then?
The Matrix, the movie.
What is, so you're in the Matrix, watching the Matrix?
Yeah.
Okay, this is great. I'm pretty sure that's how the Matrix falls apart. That's a round of applause worthy answer right there, man. Yeah. I love that, man. Okay, portal gun or lightsaber?
Oh, good question.
It doesn't come with force powers, though. It's just portal gun or lightsaber.
Oh, then that's going to be portal gun.
Okay.
This is the whole thing about lightsabers. You have to be, it's like wielding something really dangerous. I feel like you have to be pretty on it, force-wise to know to like not kill yourself instantly with it.
Portal gun a little more willy-nilly, I think you'd be okay.
Yeah.
Worst case, you're just throwing yourself into one of these.
Yeah, I know. It's like a space-time thing, but like, what's space-time compared to accidentally cutting yourself with a burning sword?
This is just true.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? ChatGPT or ...
Or I fill in the blank. Ooh, ChatGPT or Just doing my homework.
Or like, in terms of tool, not in terms of like, are we cheating? I love where your mind went though on that one. Okay, yeah. ChatGPT or relative tool? We got Gemini, we got Claude.
You know, I would probably say ChatGPT, but I don't really have a very, very strong reasoning.
Yeah.
I guess maybe ChatGPT has the kindest answers.
Okay, yeah.
They phrase them nicer.
This is the human element here. Real quick, audience participation and opportunity for a wing for those that want. Starting with the level 1, okay, not Chernobyl. Any tools of choice out here that are different than ChatGPT? Merlin?
And why?
Because it's integrated into the page, and also I can have it read the, well, maybe I can do that.
Hold on, do you work for Merlin? I just have to ask here. Yeah. Okay, cool, yes. This is not a plant, all right, just, yeah. Do you want a wing, good sir?
Oh, I love a wing.
All right, come on up, man. Give me a round of applause, everybody. Here we go. Perfect, all right. It's this one, I swear, right here, man. This one right here? Yep, that's the one, yeah. I don't think I have separate napkins, but you can borrow mine if you like.
I'll use my shirt.
Your socks. It's actually socks. Socks is what it's all about. Shoot, which one did I? That's a level 1, yeah.
What do you think?
Quick, Yelp review.
Level -1.
-1. Yeah, it's.
Where are these from again?
I need to ask the teammate. I didn't catch which one it was.
Because I was going there yesterday. But
Okay. It's just really mild, right?
So don't
Yeah.
go to Dave's is what you're saying.
maybe.
It's a level 1. It's a comfort level right now, yeah? Here, dude, I got you with the book.
I'll ask
too,
Merlin
right
if we
there.
should go to Dave's.
Yeah. Thank you, and it's Peter Romero, man. Where'd you fly in from? Or are you here local?
Local.
Local, man. Appreciate you. Excellent.
Good.
Brother,
No,
napkin.
good.
Here you go.
Do go to Dave's.
All right, Andrew, man, time, question number 2, wing number 2.
Let's go. Please promote a book, podcast.
Thank you, Peter. Yeah, sorry, here we go.
Sorry. Please promote a book, podcast, or helpful resource you think everyone should know about.
Ooh, okay. So in Star Wars, okay? In Star Wars, there's a group of novels that are known as the Extended Universe. They don't exist in the official canon anymore. Any fans or readers here from this past life? Okay, maybe not. All right. I'll just pitch this one real quick, okay? There's an extragalactic race that invades the main galaxy of Star Wars, and they're called Yuuzhan Vong, and they're invisible to the Force, which is really cool. So it's not a standard, Jedi Sith development here. And they also use biomechanical weapons. So they're like semi-organic, semi-technical, and also like religious zealots, just like the Jedi. So it's awesome. Anyway, I really highlight it. It's probably like 18 books. No big deal. Pat on the back. Yeah, okay. Yuuzhan Vong New Jedi Order series for Star Wars, available on Amazon for $9.99. Okay, we're good. That's the one.
I was not expecting a Yuuzhan Vong reference dropped here.
This is how I know we were supposed to be on the same panel together. Yeah.
I was expecting some real deep book.
No, they're there.
I mean, they're not bad, but I'm just saying I was expecting something weird to drop, like some crazy podcast.
All right, Alchemist.
I'm
Go
glad
read The
for that.
Alchemist. Level up life. We're good there. Wing number 2. Let's do it. Level number 2. Not Chernobyl. I'm pretty sure this is the right order.
It's right to left, right?
Okay, it is right to left. UX designers,
Am I right?
how do we
or
feel
you're
about
right?
that? Yeah. I think it's a slower heat on this one.
Don't say that.
Like I'm waiting for the kick. Oh, there it is. Okay. More peppery, no sweetness. The right level of crisp involved here. Okay. Please let me know if I accidentally get some on my upper face.
Oh, you'll know.
Okay.
The sauce
Not my
will
eyes.
let
Yeah,
you
don't
know.
touch your eyes, by the way. Okay. That's chaotic right there. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see how that works out this next round for questions. Okay. Excuse me. The finger wiping audio again for this one. Okay, question number 3. Here at this conference, we've seen different scanning technologies. There's been a lot of advancements in photogrammetry to LiDAR to now Gaussian splats. And now I just recently saw a Gaussian splat that captures motion like a video, and then you can kind of re-visualize this. What 3D scan or Gaussian splat, either still or dynamic like a video, would you put in the Smithsonian for future generations?
I would definitely put a UFC fight.
Oh,
or
damn.
something of the type. I guess that's a really long Gaussian splat to capture, but I don't know, maybe something like that gets outlawed in the future and they'd want to see, they'd want to see what it was all about back in the early 2000s.
Maybe that's how like points will be calculated, or if there's like review videos to see if you
That's
actually
actually a
tapped out
good
or
point.
something like that, right?
That's probably, I'd say, extendable to more than just obviously UFC. You could probably use it for like any sports that's that related thing.
Would you want users, I mean, right now it's kind of free form, walk in and out, zoom in and out, scale it up and down. Where would you keep that at for you?
I would say, I mean, it depends on, if it's like, you could probably use it as like a learning tool if you really wanted.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just interrupting with the milk.
If it's something you want to use as a learning tool, you'd probably want to zoom in very closely. I imagine for something that's very like, let's say it's for something for like archery, you want to go really close into like, oh, where is he pulling it back? Where is he, how far is he pulling it?
Technique, training, also very practical, or just like if you love the Olympics, like I actually love swimming and water polo. Gaussian splat with water. We'll see how this goes, right? Okay. Are you ready for round 3? Oh, wait, no, you get to ask me a question first. Okay, good.
All right. What would a spatial layer for your hometown look like if you could redesign it?
My hometown. I live in Redmond, Washington. And I want to hear your answer after this one, too. I would do, honestly, it's very basic. When I lived in Florida, I used to go around with Google Lens and just, I had a man-made lake nearby our place, and I would just look at flowers, exotic birds, and plants. And I just felt like real world Pokemon Go, and it's not a deep application, but for me it was very satisfying just having like a deeper connection to my community in that way, and just appreciation for like, I know what that tree is, I don't know if anyone here has gotten into birding, in later stages of life, but I want to have a greater appreciation. This is a safe space, it's okay, but a greater appreciation just for like, my neighborhood and community that way. So how about you?
An AR spatial layer over my hometown. It depends what you consider my hometown. Says, I've always appreciated data visualization. I think that's where a lot of AR gets its use out of. So being able to data visualize something useful, for example, like LA, and you put on your headset and you could look outside and you would see how much traffic there is. Like it would be redder in places where there's more traffic and maybe blue.
Would it make you more or less angry, seeing the visualization?
Well, I think in LA, during certain times of the day, it wouldn't matter because I would be blinded completely by how red it was. I think if it was for something like, say, I'm originally from Hawaii. You can tell I'm from Hawaii because I say Hawaii and not Hawaii or Hawaii.
Hawaii.
The
Howley over here, just
sorry.
You're good.
I'd say the how would you put it? I think some of the most useful things about Hawaii are either surf schedules or the fog.
Ooh, okay.
You've been.
There's tide charts also, just like looking at weather conditions.
Tide charts are also useful. Seeing where the surface is good, where the wind is blowing is.
Or how busy a place is.
How busy a place is very important. Do you remember the fog when you were in Hawaii?
I never dared.
Okay, so fog is I think it's volcanic. It's either volcanic fog or volcanic smog. And it gets bad in certain times of the year when we get the southern winds and it blows the volcano air up into the islands. Being able to visualize when that's happening would be very nice.
Time to travel to the ninth island.
Time to not be there anymore.
Right? Yeah. Thanks for sharing, man. How much time does it say?
5:30.
Nice. Okay, we're feeling good. I think we're ready for round 3.
This one?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I know we're going every other, but am I allowed to just like eat these?
You can.
when we're done?
Yeah, or we'll share the love a little bit here. I know.
All right.
Post lunch. Not everyone's eating lunch. I think at this conference. There we go. Okay. Okay, what do you think? Not immediate heat, still slow, right?
No, this one's hotter than the last one. I don't know about you.
I'm waiting for the numbness to hit. Not quite.
I hope mine's
Okay, so story time while we're digesting and letting the flavor simmer. Growing up, I have a very fresh memory down in Fallbrook, California, Avocado Town in San Diego County, where my parents were like, hey, it's a Mexican cucumber, dude. It's so delicious. Try it out. Jalapenos, 5 years old. I used to think that it gave me superpowers. So where punishments, where bars of soap or maybe Tabasco sauce soon became a source of power for me. And I've been chugging back that Cholula, Tapatio, and other ghost peppers since. This one's okay. It's still a little warmer. Not way warmer, though, than level 2, would you say?
I would say it's a little bit warmer, but that might just be me.
Okay. I'm feeling manageable on this one.
I'm glad you are.
Okay. Okay, all right. Last 4 questions that we got here. Here we go. Pitch your dream AR or geospatial project. Money, time, and hardware are no object here.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Is your manager in the room?
Yes.
By the way? Okay, good.
So you're going to hear all my great ideas.
Excellent.
I have 2 good
Okay,
ones.
good.
So if it's just going to be an AR, if we're talking AR project, I work on my car a lot, not by choice.
Yeah.
The car tells me when it needs to be worked on.
Okay.
I would like a nice little AR overlay for how to do things.
Yeah.
Like what things to take out, what things to put in, and how to put it all back together would be nice. If we're talking dream projects,
Yeah.
I want to make the greatest casino gambling app
Oh, baby.
in VR to ever exist.
Yeah.
Gambling apps are already successful enough on a like a 2x4 screen.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was surrounding you. Just the whole casino, everything, the lights, the sounds, you just go into it.
I went to DICE the last DICE, and I was on the showroom floor, on the casino floor, and I'm just thinking, behind every single one of these, there is a game developer. What are you doing? You know, I love your work, but like, you stay on the light side. But also, there's so much crazy money in casinos. Anyway, regulation, yeah.
I think half of them are psychologists at this point. Those things are.
It's a science, man.
Yeah, it's a science.
Yeah. All right, we're wrapping up quick, so we're gonna.
think it's
Okay,
mine
you go ahead.
next.
Yeah. 1 minute
we got?
apiece on these guys. Yeah.
What is your favorite map? Can be from a movie, a book, or a video game.
Helldivers. Helldivers 2
Helldivers.
specifically. Anybody?
Managed democracy.
Yeah, that's right, man. It was really cool because it was a social map. You could see where different players playing simultaneously were gathered around certain planets that you had to defend from alien invasion. It was a real cool kind of real-time element to the game, and it gave it a cool community feel to it. Yeah, go Super Earth, right? There you go. Next, all right. Top 3 Star Wars films. Defend your choices. Invite hissing and booing or cheering.
Oh
on this
God,
one, this
everyone's
one.
gonna be mad at me.
Yeah.
Get ready? Shows too. Shows or just movies?
I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide.
Andor season 1.
Okay.
Andor season 2.
Bro, yeah.
Rogue One. I'm sorry.
I don't think we need any apologies, though. Do you put anything on your honorable mention list? This is where you regain friends.
Oh yeah. All the honorable mentions are everything. We got Empire Strikes Back, obviously, Revenge of the Sith, and then we have Star Wars Rebels until they undie Ahsoka.
My man, right here.
That was right there. That's where they
Okay.
lost me. That
Yeah.
was where it
Actually,
all went
love
downhill.
you mentioned Revenge of the Sith. Funnest thing I've ever done is watch Revenge of the Sith and then Clone Wars Seasons 8 on a timeline so that you pause and go back and forth because they share a timeline. Anyway, highly recommend it. I have a Reddit thread if you need the link. Next question, yeah. We got to get to Chernobyl. We're going to do it.
Wait, is this one mine or is this one
That
yours?
is yours.
Do I have
you can
two?
pick. You can pick. Yeah. That's probably going to be our last one.
All right. You're dropped with a video game world of You're dropped into a video game world of your choice. What is the game and what gear do you have?
Ooh. It's called Eastwood. It's a highly indie game. You are an owl living in an animal village, and there's no combat, but the mechanic is that you have to paint different vistas on this island, but the way that you regain your inspiration is by brewing tea, interacting with others, traveling to see new places. So every time you paint, your inspiration is just like, you know, and you can't keep painting and grinding. You like have to just go do other things. And I'm just like, is this a metaphor?
Yeah, it just sounds like the average artist life.
All right, last one. Where is it? Right here?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, what gear do you have? Lord of the Rings. All right, and Silmarillion. Okay, eat the wing. We're gonna do a wing. Chernobyl style. Here we go. Okay. Oh dang. Okay.
I got that on my lips.
What were you thinking, man? It's on my beard. Yeah.
Hot.
That's Chernobyl. The thing about Chernobyl is it took minutes or hours to realize that your, blood was melting inside your body, right?
Okay, I'm gonna just be honest with you. The difference between 3 and 4 and the difference between 4 and 5 was not the same. I think, yeah.
It's not a linear progression.
No.
Is what we're talking about, yeah. We're gonna use the milk. I'm gonna leave one more for anyone that would like some Chernobyl here at the end of this. I wanna give you a round of applause. Also, thanks for being here with me. Yeah. Thank you to the audience for being here. Participation was great, energy was great. As a midweek kind of fun moment, I want to redo this. So if there's feedback on how to make it a little crazier, I'm open to that. Come find us outside, and then Trigger's walking around also if you all want to connect. Thank you again, developers. Round of applause. Thank you.